Recently, I asked you guys for some modded character suggestions in YOMI Hustle. I expected one or two, but I got way more than I thought, and I mean way more. Instead of making a video on one character, I decided to grab 5 of the comments that intrigued me the most and make this video about them. So let's get started. First, we'll start with Omega. This character is a fast, omnidirectional force of nature which will zip around you with tons of speed and variety. I actually really like this character because a lot of the moves have a directional input, which allows you to diversify your playing cards when it comes to attacking. One major feature is that this character seems to lose a tiny bit of health every time you strike your opponent. There's also a charge mechanic, which shoots some projectiles based on the move you use. This way isn't a strictly melee-based character, and with this extra range you can close gaps and start combos easier. But this character is definitely one that I see myself coming back to a lot because the visuals are super satisfying to look at and the sound effects hit the spot. I would probably say this character isn't super balanced, but in comparison with some other modded characters, they definitely aren't the most broken. Either way, this guy got destroyed when I perfected him right here. 2 back-to-back burst blocks feels amazing. Next up, we have the Senator. This comment says he's an exact copy of the Senator from Metal Gear Rising, which is cool. I've never played any of the Metal Gear games myself. Either way, I know the Senator is a big dude with a lot of power. In YOMI Hustle, he is the exact same. This character's biggest strength is his nanomachines, which is essentially a form of armor which he can regenerate over time with an ability as well. He also starts each fight with a decent amount of nanomachines already. This form of armor means most attacks may hit the Senator, but won't damage him or send him flying. It's really risky to try and fight the Senator with close-range melee attacks, since if you hit him while he has nanomachines, he won't budge, but now you're locked in animation. This means you're either going to combo central or forced to hopefully whiff cancel out. Beyond his nanomachines, the Senator has diverse moves that hit extremely hard, causing explosions from far range, sending walls of fire, and slamming you down to earth and pummeling you with a barrage of punches. This character represents itself as a tank. Big power, big moves, and a lot of defense. Definitely not a super balanced character and is really difficult to play against if you're a character with no ranged options to poke down his nanomachines to send him flying. We'll move on to the Executioner now. This character is another hard-hitting, destruction-filled character. The main kicker for this character is that moves have cooldowns, which isn't a huge deal but can definitely affect how you approach and use your moves. She's really strong and the visual effects for the sword are very pretty along with the sounds. The supers this character has are really flashy and deal high damage, so they make sure you can take down your opponents with style. Personally, I think this character is fun, but I'm not very good at her, so I need to play them a little bit more so I can really get them down. But I recommend you try this character out because it's one you won't find anywhere else. Now, let's shrink down in size and check out the Pixie. This speedster has a lot of unique functions that need to be understood. First, moves cost mana, which is represented by a numerical count on the side of your screen when you're playing. Each move will tell you how much mana is spent. Don't worry, because some simple moves don't cost any. The next larger function of this character is the barrier that surrounds you. This is a form of armor which protects you from damage, but once it's battered down and broken, leaves you very vulnerable and weak. Some moves on this character use mana to attack, and some use your barrier. Be careful using barrier attacks, as the one like Spinner leaves you vulnerable when it's not attached to you. I really like Pixie, but I don't get many games with them because of how many people don't have them installed. So if you're still watching, download Pixie so I can play them more. I really like this character, and the moves are visually satisfying and pack a punch. Finally, we have the Bouncer. Like this comment says, Bouncer is a relatively simple character. Here we have a big old bouncer dude, and he just throws around all the punches, or chairs, or flips you with a table. He does have this one random projectile, but other than that, the Bouncer is as simple as it gets, but I still like him because his animations are actually really smooth. I also like his idle and knockback animations, because he spins around a bunch. If you're looking for a simple yet fun character to play, this is your guy. Either way, those are all the characters I wanted to cover in this video, so thank you for watching, and comment which characters you want to see me cover. Also, subscribe for more and to see my future videos. Peace.